this feels weird. So it would seem I am back after 4 years with a new video, and yeah, it definitely feels very weird. A lot has happened since then. It's so crazy that I posted the last video 4 years ago. I have finished my studies since then. I have moved flats twice. I've gotten a job and then I've changed the job. It's so crazy. It feels so different, you know, like a lifetime ago since I was posting here. So I am actually very excited to be back and yeah, to share another video with you. So I am actually back with the bootleg Tamagotchi, so to say. This is the Qpet. It's a Chinese V-pet, and as you can probably tell, this was based off the Tamagotchi Plus Color. So yeah, the shell is very similar to the Plus Color. The characters are also very similar, although they are a bit changed, but I'll get to that later. I will show you with the Shimachi here. But yeah, it's actually very pleasant to run. It's very similar, but at the same time very different. They have actually added a few locations of their own, and yeah, one of them really cracks me up. I'm gonna show you later. Okay, so this arrived yesterday, and I was actually planning on doing an unboxing video, but then I realized I have to actually disinfect everything before, you know, like the box, etc. So yeah, I decided not to. I'll just show you generally what it looks like, but yeah, sorry, no unboxing this time. So yeah, the box is a bit damaged, as you can see. It's torn, bent, yada yada. I am not very happy about that, but yeah, still, you know, it's a knockoff. I am not going to be that angry about it. It cost basically nothing. The instructions, interestingly, are not in Chinese but in English, but they actually sound like someone just put them into a Google Translator or something. So some of them don't really make sense unless you know, like, you can sense what they meant. Yeah, like for example here, there are turnip, cabbage, apple, cucumber, lavender, winter melon, durian, red rose, Sydney, banana, watermelon, yada yada, seeds. So yeah, I have seen no Sydney seeds, to be honest. I don't know what they meant, but I definitely found it funny. So yeah, there are a lot of things like that. So generally it's I was able to understand more or less what they were intending to say here. And that was my Dinky Dino. Ooh. Yeah. So generally it's not that hard to actually understand what they meant, but at the same time some of the sentences are very weird. But yeah, it's nice that they actually included a booklet here. So yeah. And so, as you can see, I have obviously my beloved Shimachi. At the startup you actually get to choose which character you want to raise. It's not random, it's not based on any conditions that you have to meet. You just choose whatever you want to raise, and it gets to the adult stage after about 1 or 2 hours. It was fairly quick, like it was the same day that I saw that he was already full grown. So that's interesting too. Like there is no longer growth sequence on this one. So yeah, the first icon is the status icon. Here you have the food and happy meter and how much dollars you have, although when you play the games and you actually obtain those points, it says gotchi points. So I am not sure if they know what currency they actually have in here, but yeah, you have some sort of like money. So yeah, there is your username. You don't use it for anything, it's just, you know, I guess a personal touch. How old it is, you know, the character, the gender, generation, and that's basically it. The second icon is the food icon, and here you have the staple food and the snacks. So I only have the rice rolls at this moment, and he's not really hungry. And here you have the snacks. Those that do not have the numbers here do not have to be bought, but those with the numbers actually get used up once you use them, so you have to then probably obtain them somehow, buy them, you know, in a shop. I wonder. Oh, yeah. I got him drunk. Oopsie. Alright, so yeah, there was the food icon, then the toilet icon. He either will poop on the floor and then you have to clean it up, or before that, the screen will light up and he will tell you a phrase, hurry up, and then if you choose this icon, he will not poop on the floor, he will use the toilet. And that kind of reminds me of, what was it? For You, where you could train your pet to actually use the toilet. Yeah, here you don't train it, but it still like lets you know beforehand, so you can react first. It's a nice touch. Then we have the door icon, and here are actually some new destinations that were not included in the Tamagotchi Plus Color. So, and they are quite interesting, to be honest. So the first one, and those animations, those wonky animations are just so funny. Just look at him. He's so goofy. So yeah, the games are basically like on the Plus Color. So the first one, you have to catch the apples, like you have to catch 50 apples. The second one, you have to, it's a memory game basically. You have to remember where this ghost is, and you cannot uncover it, and then you have to like match the pairs. And then the third one is shooting the balloons. I don't remember how many you have to shoot, I think 15 or so, and then you win the game. The next one is one of the new ones introduced in this, and it's a school. So they like give you some equations and you have to like solve them. So yeah. And then he's happy. And actually, according to this thing here, where was it? Let me find it real quick, because I'm actually very curious about this thing. This school thing. It was somewhere here, schools. By going to school, you can get a degree, which will be helpful for the work career of pets in the future. Yeah, you can already see the kind of sentences they have here. You can go to school from age of 0 and get a corresponding education according to the number of times you go to school. Kindergarten, primary school, secondary school, university, doctorate. You can't go to school at the age of 4 or older. So mine is 1-year-old at this point, and I am not sure which kind of school he is now going to, because the animation is always the same. Like this one, the guy standing, you know, at the chalkboard and giving you an equation. So I'm not sure if that's actually if that ever changes. And I have also not seen anywhere if you can actually check what kind of degree your pet has at the moment. So I guess I'll find out when he will be able to go to work. And according to the instructions, pets can go out to work at the age of 4 to make money. Pets' work is related to the academic qualifications. Move bricks if academic qualification is low. Work in office if academic qualification is high. Yeah, that cracks me up really. Especially since it's not entirely true. But whatever. Starting to work for money, for what then? Starting to work for making money at the age of 4, you can't work over the age of 11. So yeah, I guess I'll have to wait until mine turns 4, and we'll see if he'll be moving bricks or working in the office. Then I'll probably know what degree he actually got. So yeah, the work icon is at this point grayed out, so I don't know what this looks like. I'm sorry, I cannot show you. So the next one is the market. And here you can only buy food, nothing else. It's just basically a food shop. Then we have the store, and here we actually can buy some other things, like seeds. So this is very similar to the Plus Color, where you could grow trees and then you would like get different items from the trees. In here you just grow lavandula. What? Shouldn't it be saying lavender? Yeah, I don't know. What? So yeah, in here you grow actually whatever seeds they give you, like melons for example, and yeah, and then you harvest them, and that's basically it. Pawn shop is one of the ones that I really wanted to show you, so I hope that this will actually grow. Because this, like, growing seeds is connected to the pawn shop. I guess I have to use this growth thing. I really wanted to show you this pawn shop. As you can hear, the sounds are very, very bad. But yeah, I'm not gonna complain that much because this really wasn't an expensive pet, so whatever. So yeah, now that I have harvested the cabbage, I can go to the pawn shop. And let me get this real quick, because this is also funny. You can pawn all the crops you grow in exchange for twice as much gold as you can buy seeds. Let the pet experience harvest achievements. So basically the pawn shop is not really a pawn shop, you just go and like sell your veggies there and get twice as much as you paid for them in the for the seeds. So yeah. But what really cracks me up here is this guy. This guy standing behind bars and smoking a cigarette. It's just, I don't know, it's hilarious. And then you can actually mortgage those. Not sell, mortgage. And that's all. And now I just have more money than I had before. The next one is decoration, so basically the remodel shop. Not all of the options that were available in the Plus Color are in here. So yeah, only the glass slash concrete one and the royal one. Only those two. And then there is also some for the kitchen and you know all the other yeah, rooms. I cannot afford that right now, so I will not show you, but yeah, if you own a Plus Color then you will know which rooms. And yeah, this is the park. Hi, glad to see you, let us play together. So yeah, this is like the Plus Color basically, although was Tamagotchi actually available on the Plus Color? I don't remember anymore. But yeah, basically some cute animations of the character playing with other characters. Then we have the playground. And this is also one of the locations from the Plus Color. Then we have the cinema, also one of the ones from Plus Color. Even in the animation, look at that, Shimashi has a tail. And if you look closely, he also has actually tiny hands when he moves around. He's very cute. See those tiny hands? Travel also cracks me up. Wait until you see who works there. Yay, it's Patrick from SpongeBob. He's selling travel tickets. Ooh. Ooh. Run, 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 Forrest. Okay, so that was traveling. I think I actually saw him go to a different place the other day. Let's check. Oh yeah, this time it's Paris. Was that wine? Did he get just drunk and drop on the ground? Wow. That's what we teach kids these days. Okay, the next one is called Society. And I actually think that this is, it's like a charity, you know? You can donate 1,000, 3,000, 5,000 points. I have not done that yet. Well, let me see what they have to say about it here. Cinema, blah, 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 blah. Oh, here. Donate money to the Red Cross. Seriously? To help others. Make your pet full of love. The accumulated amount of money will be awarded the corresponding title of Good People. Good People. Good People and Good People. Well, that's good. Benevolence, Homestead Benevolence, whatever that means. Okay. And then we have the auto shop, which is also quite funny. You can actually buy a car and see how they changed the graphic of the Tamadeppa. You can actually buy a car, a van, a car, off-road vehicle, and sports car. And let me check this again. Buy a car for your pet, go out to drive for a ride. And also enhance the good feeling from opposite gender, whatever that means again. Buy the van, car, off-road vehicle, sports car. Each car can be used 30 times. Need to repurchase after using out, because that's what happens to cars. So yeah, I'm actually curious about this. I think I can actually afford the cheapest one. Yeah. Successful transaction. Now what? Where is it? I can't find it. Wait. Aha. And that's it. Okay. I was hoping it would be like a bit more spectacular or something, I don't know. Whatever. The next icon is the connection icon, and I highly doubt this would ever work, to be honest. I don't know. I guess I would have to get a second one, which I am not going to do. I'm sorry. But yeah. This one cost me like, I don't know, 20 bucks, something like that. This is the medicine icon, although this did not get sick yet. I don't know if it's, I think it's not that easy to get him sick. I think you would have to ignore it for a very long time. And also, I think it was mentioned somewhere in here as well, that I found also a bit funny. Yeah, special reminder, pets are seriously ill for 48 hours without treatment and will die. Game over. So I don't know, maybe you have to like ignore it for full 2 days for it to actually get sick. I think. Then we have the chest icon, which you have already seen me use. Here you have supplies and commodity. So in supplies you have the things you use in the garden, so the watering pot, the thing that makes the seeds grow faster, and also the seeds themselves. And then in commodity are the seeds, like not the seeds, the veggies that you harvest before you sell them or mortgage them or whatever you do with them at the pawn shop. The next one is the bathing icon. No, wait, that's a shower. Yeah, shower icon. So just like in the Plus Color, I have not seen him go dirty yet. Maybe it happens, I'm not sure, but it's still a nice animation. And then we have a book icon. So here you have your potential friends that you have connected with, and ancestors. So basically I think the pets you have let die, from what I remember. I think so. He's doing something. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, supposedly they should be connecting, although I really doubt that, because it's a very cheap pet. So I wouldn't count on it actually like having working IR. But yeah. Maybe if someone has to and can like test that and could like comment down below if it actually works. I'm very curious, but not enough to get a second one. Records of ancestors. You can look up the drawing of ancestors. You can worship your ancestors. So yeah, basically the one that died. This thing actually has like some sort of memory, you know, like the Tamagotchis. So yeah, it says here, poke the restart button with a hard pen or toothpick, enter the power cut and reset the game, whatever it means. Emerging options, continue game or start over. So yeah, if you just continue, you should actually get the pet that that you had before. I don't know, for example, your battery died, or I don't know, you turned it off because you didn't want to run it or whatever. And then we have the backyard and the clock. So yeah, if you press A and C together, you can change the time and date in here. I am honestly not sure if you can turn the sound off. I have tried multiple times, I did not succeed. And I am not sure if they say anything about the sound in the booklet. I did not see it anywhere as, you know, like a standalone option. So if A and C does not work, you know, in the like here, like so. Yeah, no. I'm pretty sure you cannot turn off the sound. So that would be like, to me, this would be like the only major issue with it. Otherwise, I consider it rather funny. You know, for the price and like how cheap it actually feels, you know, the plastic is kind of cheap. Yeah, made in China. It's actually pretty well made, like, yeah. They changed some stuff, but it actually still works. So, I kind of like it, I'm not gonna lie. I will gladly wait until it's like 4 years old, 4 days old, and also see what the work option is all about. But for now I am actually enjoying it, so if you see it somewhere and it's not like more than, I don't know, 20 bucks, I would say get it, like go for it. It's a very nice pet. It's a knockoff, like, you know, like you can see that this is, that's so cute. This is like a bootleg Tamagotchi Plus Color, but still, it's in my opinion, it's nice and enjoyable. So definitely worth to have one in your collection if you like odd pets and trying out different funny knockoffs, like, you know, Tamagezi and such. Which, by the way, is coming out soon. I don't know if you knew, but the Tamagezi version 2 is supposed to come out in July, and I am actually very, very much waiting for it because I sold mine about a year and a half ago and I kind of regretted it. I sold it because, well, they got rather rare, so yeah. I sold it to get something else. I think it was another piece or something, I don't know. I needed money, so I sold it. But now the version 2 is coming out and it looks really nice. So I am definitely going to get one and then maybe also make a video about it. So yeah, I think that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching. If you have never seen my videos before, then welcome to my channel and I hope you will subscribe. And if you remember my videos from before and have returned to my channel today, then welcome back, and I'm very glad that you have decided to stop by. So yeah, I think I will see you in the next video. Bye!